Dear children, I'm here with the chapter number 4, that is simple machines. Okay, but in your book it is given energy. But I have changed the topic. Okay, why? Because in this chapter we'll talk about only simple machines. Alright, that's why I find simple machines to be the appropriate topic of this chapter. Okay, so let us talk about simple machines. Okay, so simple machines are a simple tool which make our work easier and faster. Okay, they make our work easier and faster by applying force at a convenient point. Okay, which either changes the direction of the force or no increases the force applied. Okay, there are 6 different types of simple machines. They are lever. Okay, lever, L-E-V-E-R, lever, not L-I-V-R, lever. So there is another word also there, okay, whose spelling is different, L-I-V-R, lever. So this is part of body, so which is not being talked out here. We are talking about L-E-V-R, lever, a simple machine. Then weighs, right, wheel and axle, inclined plane, screw and pulley. So these are the 6 different types of simple machines. So they are all simple, tools, okay, which all make our work easier and faster. Okay, we'll talk about them. Okay, each one of them one by one. All right. So first we'll talk about lever now. All right. Okay, we'll talk about lever. So lever is a rigid bar uh, made up of any materials. It may be made up of wood, okay, iron, or any material. All right. So you must have seen the people using, people opening the soft drinks, bottle using the bottle opener. Okay, and you must have seen even the workers lifting a heavy object, okay, using the rigid bar. So here in this case you find rigid bar, okay, then your bottle openers to be the levers. All right. So when we talk about lever, so we need to know 4 terms given there. There are 4 words. There are 4 terms to be understood when we talk about lever. So they are beam. Okay, beam. So beam, as you see here in the diagram, so beam is a rigid bar which rests on something. Okay, which rests on something, which rotates on something. Something in this case is your fulcrum. So here first you need to know the first part that you know about lever is beam. Okay, which is a rigid bar which rotates or rests on a fixed point called fulcrum or pivot. Okay, the second point that you have to know about the lever is fulcrum. Is what? Fulcrum. So fulcrum is a pivotal point, okay, which does not move, which is an immovable point, okay, or a material on which this rigid bar rotates or rests. So this is your fulcrum. Then the other point that you have to know about lever is your effort. Okay, what is that? Effort. So effort is the force that you apply. The force which you apply is your effort. And the other last point that you have to know is your load. Load. Load means something that you have to overcome, the force that you have to overcome, something to do. Okay, suppose there is a big rock to shift from one place to other place, so that rock is your load. So these are the 4 points that you have to know about lever. Okay, and this lever are described in 3 different ways. That means this lever has 3 types. Okay, the lever has 3 types. They are first class lever. Okay, second class lever and third class lever. Okay, so first class lever, second class lever and third class lever. So this first class lever, what is first class lever? So this first class lever, second class lever, third class lever, is all you know based on the position of the fulcrum. Okay, position of the that your fulcrum or the load or effort that you apply. All right, so first class lever is a lever where this fulcrum is in the middle. You see here the diagram which is drawn here is an example of your first class lever where you find the fulcrum to be in the middle. Fulcrum you find in between the load and effort. Okay, then in the first class lever, please remember it is the fulcrum which is an immovable part, an immovable what do you call that, your material you see on which it rests is in the middle, is in between the load and effort. So such kind of lever comes under first class lever. Okay, for example, you see scissor. Here you see scissor, even it is given there in your book. So here you see scissor is an example of your first class lever. So here why it is an example of first class lever, here you see this is the effort that you are applying. Okay, the effort that you have applied here. Okay, then here in the middle what is there, fulcrum is there, this fulcrum is here in the middle, and the load is here. Suppose the paper you need to cut, paper is the load which is here other side. So here the fulcrum is between the effort and the load, so it comes under the first class lever. Similarly here you see tweezer, I mean what do you call it, your nail cutter. Here you see nail cutter. In nail cutter also what you can see here is that, okay, nail cutter here, see your effort, you are applying the effort here, your effort is here. Okay, then the fulcrum is here in the middle and the nail that you cut is your load. So it also, I mean this this uh, your nail cutter also comes under your first class lever. Okay, now second class lever. Okay, so in second class lever what you find is that load to be in the middle. Okay, load is between the fulcrum and the effort. Okay, see here, load is in the middle, which means it is between the fulcrum and the effort. So this kind of lever comes under second class lever. Okay, for example, you see bottle opener. Okay, you can see the bottle opener, even wheelbarrow. Okay, bottle opener, when you open the bottle, okay, with the help of that bottle opener, what you do is that at one end of that lever you apply the force. Okay, then what you find is that load is in the middle, and when you uh, you know press downward, okay, so the load which is in the middle, which that means that your cap will be opened. Okay, that will be lifted, which means the load is in the middle. Okay, similarly that wheelbarrow, you see wheelbarrow. So when you must have seen wheelbarrow. Okay, so at one point, okay, at one end you apply the force. Okay, and there in the middle something is there, empty box is there where some load is put, some materials to be carried are put, which is in the middle, that is in the middle, which is load. And the other end where you find the wheel on which it moves further. So wheelbarrow is a very 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 useful or common example of the second class lever. Okay, then third class lever we have where you find the effort in the middle, effort in the middle, which is in between the load and fulcrum. Okay, for example, tweezer. Okay, tweezer, fishing rod, eye stone, etc. are the examples of third class lever. So how it is? Let's see tweezer. So see, I've got a tweezer out here. So when you use tweezer, your effort will be in the middle. See here. your effort is in the middle here. So the this point, suppose you are trying to remove your, let us say, eyebrows. So eyebrows which you have to remove, is the load, and your force which are applying there is in the middle, and here is the fulcrum. So it is an example of your third class lever. Similarly, fishing rod, ice tongue. So these are the examples of your third class lever. So remember, lever has three different orders or three different classes: first class lever, second class lever, and third class lever. And in first class lever we find the fulcrum in the middle, whereas in the second class lever we find load in the middle, and in the third class lever we find effort to be in the middle. So these are the three different kinds of lever. So today we'll talk only this much, and we'll continue in the next session. Okay, thank you very much.